The third and final season of Star Trek Picard sees the titular admiral on a quest with his former colleagues and crewmates to save one of their own, as well as the rest of Starfleet. After the disappointing first season and the awful second season, expectations were low for the final outing, but somehow the third season of Picard is very, very good, and it's exactly what the show should have been from day one. Picard is back in space, on a ship with familiar names and faces around him, as well as some interesting new ones too. This is Star Trek, with the modern look and tech of the recent Star Trek shows, episodes with deeper themes and purposes and characters we can really root for and like. In many ways, this season feels like a love letter to Star Trek of the 90s, not just The Next Generation. There are links to shows including Voyager and Deep Space Nine in particular. There are some emotional homages and callbacks to all of Star Trek, some nods and winks at ships and history and lore and more. This season is full of Easter eggs and references that Trek fans will appreciate, and they're not really getting bogged down by them, so newer Trek fans can still enjoy it without getting lost. It's great seeing the original cast of The Next Generation back at it, back together again, with the exception of Wesley and Chief O'Brien if you want to throw him in. Not only do they all have great chemistry together, each of them gets their moments as the series progresses, and in a rare occurrence, they all feel relevant and important. Fans of Troy will be pleased to know that she is important to the show and has something to do that really adds to the story for a change. She's not just sitting there examining what people feel. The one area this show stumbles in is the character of Jack Crusher. Jack is a new character whose connection with others sometimes feels forced and slightly confusing. There are mysteries surrounding him that don't always intrigue or entertain, and the revelations surrounding those mysteries add to the confusion sometimes too. His performance is absolutely fine. The actor's good as well. It's just a shame that he's too old to play this character. He's a minor flaw amidst all the good, enjoyable moments in this show though. Without spoiling things, the show ends in a satisfying but not marvellous way. The final 2 episodes are fun, emotional and action-packed, ending the series in a predictable and safe way. This is a touch disappointing, but also very smart, because after the repeated attempts to give the Next Generation crew a send-off, this one feels like the deserved one, providing enough closure on what has come, while also teasing possibilities yet to come. The third and final season of Star Trek Picard is great. It's weird saying that, but it's actually true. It stumbles whenever Jack Crusher and his mysteries are on focus, and it ventures into a safe and predictable, but still enjoyable and emotional finale.